Okay, so the movement pattern we're going to talk about now is called the split squat. This is a movement pattern that's all the same muscle groups as a regular squat and the same muscle groups as a step up, but it's a little bit more advanced because it requires a little bit more balance and control. And it's also pretty specific to our real everyday life because it splits our stance, just like we do when we're walking or stepping upstairs like that. So it's a pretty simple movement pattern. It's a little deceiving though, because when we split our stance like this, side back to back, it's going to require us to have a little bit more balance. Let me show it to you from the front. Generally speaking, try not to put your back foot there we go. See what I said? Don't put that back foot directly behind the front foot. You're going to have a lot of trouble keeping your balance that way. It's not as effective. So come out just a little bit, right? And so your feet are directly behind your hips. You are going to set up, and your goal is going to be to hit about 90 degrees at the knee at the bottom. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. My goal is going to be to get my abs turned on, and I'm going to sit down in the hole between my legs. All right, so that's pretty close. This isn't really 90 degrees. It's okay if your knee tracks forward just a little bit. That's fine. But you can see I'm pretty upright in between my legs. I'm going to explode back up, down, just like that. Really important here not to let that back arch. Keep those abs on, down, up, right? So you do a few reps on one side, you switch the legs, do the same amount of reps on the other side, or whatever the workout calls for. As you become more confident with this movement pattern, you can start adding weights just like anything else. So you could have your backpack, right? You could have your cooler. You could have a dumbbell. You could have a kettlebell. And you're going to set up just like the exact same setup. Down, up, right? Ooh, don't lose your balance, all right? Down, up. If you have access to a kettlebell or some dumbbells, you can use these. If you have a handle on your backpack and your backpack isn't too tall, or if you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can start adding the kettlebell and dumbbell off to one side, which is a cool and nice advanced movement pattern. So you can see I have the kettlebell in my left hand. My right leg is the movement leg. So that's an option as well. Really lots of different options with this movement pattern. I would suggest getting comfortable with just the body weight version at first, and then advancing from there on the split squat.